I don't know. There's no way they can hear.
All right, so
It's like pizza.
I'm gonna turn on the stream.
Wait, are you making it?
Yeah.
My mom.
All right, so the polar equation is kind of difficult, but it's not difficult. It's just difficult as
We're
you
still doing
meant to
area
be.
polar region, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
But today we're not using calculator. But your homework is gonna have a calculated portion and non-calculated portion. There's only 8 questions, but they're not very difficult. We're gonna do like 3 or 4, and you only have 4 questions for homework, so it's not that bad. But make sure you understand it though, because each question you're gonna understand. That means put away your phone, Will Robinson.
Oh yeah.
Okay, first of all, do you guys know how to take integration of sine square of 2 theta?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Can you give me the backwards derivative first?
You get your calculator and you type in sine squared of 2 theta d theta.
They don't do that because it's not a definite integral, so they cannot do it.
Is it 2 sine theta cosine theta times 2 sine theta cosine theta?
Well, you first of all you have to understand how to integrate sine square of theta d theta. Do you know how to take the integration of sine square of theta d theta?
Like a special integral.
Is a one of the one I told you guys you had to do a different way.
Is this the I method?
No, it's not DI method.
Like the one that looked like this.
No, bless you.
That's like a bean. What are you talking about?
The graph.
Oh, no, that doesn't matter. Don't worry about
Okay, so obviously this classroom have no idea what's going on. You need to have some idea. Sine square. How do I take integration of sine
that.
square?
Is there an identity?
It is identity. Which identity?
Pythagorean.
1 minus cosine. No.
No, that's not gonna take.
Yeah.
No, that's just gonna give you another square.
Yeah, it makes it harder.
But then you could
Double angle.
There it is.
Almost.
Double-
You're getting warmer. You're
Just
getting
go 1
warmer.
minus cosine squared theta over like 2 theta or something like that.
It's very close. What does that call?
I don't remember exactly.
What are you about? The fun double angle identity?
It's a very close to double angle identity.
Triple angle identity.
Are you about the adding
It's
angle?
called power reducing identity.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of this.
It reduces the power from squared to not squared.
Really? Are you okay?
Okay, so I'm gonna show you where the double angle identity come in. So do you guys remember sine squared theta? Well, cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta is
Cosine of 2 theta.
equal to cosine of 2 theta.
Yeah.
And do you remember there was another one was replace the cosine with 1 minus sine squared, so it's gonna be 1 minus 2 sine squared theta is equal to cosine 2 theta. Does that make sense?
Yes. Because
Do you remember there was a 2 cosine squared theta minus 1 equal to cosine 2 theta?
yeah, these are all just derivations of that first thing.
Exactly. But what is power reducing? Remember, power reducing is coming from this 2 in particular. This 2, and then what happens is you evaluate for sine square and evaluate for cosine square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to say it's 1 minus 2 sine square theta equal to cosine 2 theta. I'm going to move it to the right side and move it to the left side. So 1 minus cosine of 2 theta equal to 2 sine squared theta. Do you guys know what I did?
Oh, I remember this.
You
Yeah.
subtracted it.
I'll divide it by 2 on both sides, so that's equal to sine squared theta is equal to 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. And that's one of them. The other one's easier because the other one just adding to the other side, so it'd be cosine squared theta is equal to 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2. So this is the power reducing formula. And only if you use the power reducing formula, you can integrate this because there's no other way. Not with the DI method, not with any other choices. So then let's start with this. Let's break down this. This one is going to be 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. Does that make sense? And that's the integration of 1/2 minus cosine of 2 theta over 2 d theta. And that's equal to 1/2 theta Remember this one I had to do u substitution. So u equal to 2 theta, so du is equal to what? 2 d theta and then d theta over 2, so it'll be minus sine of 2 theta over 4 plus c. Because derivative sine is going to give you cosine, so it's negative sine. Does this make sense?
Oh, integrals. Derivative. Okay, understandable.
And theta is not x, so it's 1/2 theta minus sine 2 theta over 4.
Isn't it sine of u? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Now, some they on the third period they have struggled with this. What if it's 2 theta? How do you convert that?
The sine theta, cosine theta. Oh, 2 sine theta, cosine theta.
Well, this one just gonna be 1 minus cosine, not 2 theta, but it's gonna be what? 4 theta, double, because inside is the x, right? Now here should be 2x, so it should be 4 theta, all over 2. Does that make sense? Because whatever 2 theta, I'm gonna replace the 2 theta, which is in this case gonna be 4 theta. In this case, gonna be equal to 1/2 theta and the minus 1/8, I think. Yeah, 1/8 sine of 4 theta plus c. Okay, so those are some simple ideas for you guys to know. Well, are you paying attention? You sure?
1 minus cosine 4 theta.
Yeah.
You got this?
Everything written down.
Can you explain again why it's cosine 4 theta? I just don't.
Imagine this is a theta, right? And then we want a power reducing, so this is going to be 2 times.
Yeah.
So this one is also going to be 2 times to get you 4 theta. Because you
okay,
start with 2 theta, then you had to double 2 theta, which is 4 theta.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can just leave 2 as is.
Any questions?
This makes sense.
Any questions? Okay.
If you grab the difference, you just say R equals.
Yeah, so today we're going to do this without calculator. So yesterday we did do some homework question with calculator, some homework question without calculator, and also we're going to do the one without. Okay, so the first question is, we did it with calculator last time. You guys already know the answer, but we're going to do it without it this time. And to show you, it's not much more difficult, it's just understanding. So here's the first question. The first question is says R is equal to 3 cosine of 3 theta. And we say, can you find the area of 1 petals?
Okay, so we know there's 3 petals. So we just need to find the area of cosine of 3 theta. We just take the
Oh, petal is spelled differently, sorry. T-A-L.
TAL. You spelled card petal correctly though.
Oh, well,
I
whatever.
guess.
So first of all, do you know how many petal in this rose curve?
6. No, it's 3. Whatever matters is just the front one.
If it's odd, then it's gonna be the same number.
Yeah.
But they're gonna retrace the same number twice.
Yeah. So we gotta do it from 0 to 5.
0 to pi. But now we're gonna use a different way. We're gonna calculate directly 1 petal instead of find 3 petal divided by 3. We're gonna do. You can do it 2 choice. You have 2 choices. We're gonna talk about why those 2 choices are. First thing is first find out, because once you find out where is the cosine is, you can actually figure out when it equals 0. So let's just say, think of this. If I have 3 cosine of 3 theta and I want to set it equal to 0, why do I set it equal to 0? If you set it equal to 0, you know when they are go back to 0. Because when they go back to 0, if you find out 2 consecutive one, then you can find out Yeah, one paddle, exactly. So what happened is, well, I can do this. I can say cosine of 3 theta is equal to 0 if I divide by 3 on both sides, right? When is cosine equal to 0?
Pi over 2.
Pi over 2. Or negative pi over 2, right?
Well, yeah.
Those are the two values that it falls in between. That's the paddle.
So theta is equal to pi over 6. And then you can always do the other one. So be 3 theta is equal to negative pi over 2. So that's equal to negative pi over 6. Yes.
Why are you using
Yeah.
negative pi over 2 instead of like 3 pi over 2?
Because why would you want to
Here's a problem. Yeah, that's a good question.
If you had 3 pi over 2 divided by 3, it's still pi over 2.
Whoa,
Calm down.
Oh, it's just wind.
No,
It
but
just has the window open.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't look so.
It is scary. It's very ominous.
I had to throw something else from out of one.
I think we said 3 pi. Without.
Yeah, so let's try let's think about this. Now, why you say it's what 3 pi going from where?
Pi over 2.
So let's do 3 pi over 2.
Oh,
So
it's inverse
pi over 2,
cosine.
3 pi over 2.
When you divide by cosine.
Oh!
So that is equal to
Yeah. So you can only have.
Yeah, no, it's just because of the inverse.
pi over 2. Okay, so let's see if what's the correct thing to do. So this one is hold on 6, right? This is a 3. So that's pi over 2.
Yeah, no, it's because of the inverse and the boundaries.
Yeah, well, we're just going to investigate because this is interesting. This is a good question. So, just 3 cosine 3 theta. So, we're gonna say r equal
what's gonna
to
be?
3 cosine of 3 theta.
When's your lunch now? You have to say theta with an A, not an S.
Like that, okay? So I'm gonna do negative pi over 6. I'm gonna do negative pi over 6 here to positive pi over 6. Okay, so that's one paddle. Very good. So we can find out this area one paddle, and we're gonna show you how that area is formed. You can also do a different way too. You can do, imagine if you do it from 0. If you do 0 to pi over 6, you can do half paddle times 2. You can do that too. Or some people says pi over 6 to where? Let's say pi over 6. So pi over 6 to pi over 2. You can also do that. The cool thing is it doesn't matter which way you're finding area of one paddles. So you can do whatever you feel comfortable. But for me, I figure out from negative pi over 6 to pi over 6, I can do that. So I'm just going to do from pi over 6 to negative pi over 6. Because that's one paddle, because you go back to 0, that's one paddle. And we know it's 1/2 r squared, right? What is r in this case?
Radius.
Negative pi over 6 to pi over 6. And this one is going to be 3 cosine of 3 theta.
Oh, because r
And then square d theta. Am I going too fast?
No, this makes sense.
Yeah, we did this yesterday. At least this portion.
Yeah, but we didn't do it without calculator. So
Right.
this today is a little bit hard. So we can say we can take out 9 over 2 here. From negative pi over 6 to pi over 6. And this is a cosine of 3 theta square. When is a cosine 3 theta square? How do I integrate this?
Square
You do 1 plus cosine 6 theta over 2.
There it is. Whoa. Because it's like if theta equaled 3 theta, then you multiply by 2, which is 6 theta.
Yeah.
Big brain moment, right?
That's so smart.
So
bro.
that is so brain.
Okay, I feel like you guys are mocking me right now.
You're
No.
literally
No, no,
super
no.
smart.
Alright.
Yo, you can take that one half to the outside.
You can take it 1/2 outside. Good. 9/4.
And then you can make two separate integrals, one of them being 1 and one of them being cosine of 6 theta, if you want.
So this is 1 plus cosine of 6 theta. And you can do this is theta, right? Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's
'cause
true.
it just goes
Theta, and then this one is gonna be
I love integrating constants.
is gonna be sine is plus sine 6 theta over 6, right?
Yeah.
Between pi over 6
Oh no.
to negative pi over 6, right?
Yes. That's why I feel like doing it to 0 and then multiplying by 2 is definitely way easier.
Yeah.
9/4. And then if I plug in pi over 6, but the thing is pi over 6 plug in 6 pi, sine of pi is what? Sine of pi is what? 0, so it doesn't matter.
That's the
Minus, what's this one? It's gonna be
Negative.
negative pi over 6, and then plus 0 again.
Ooh. Whoa.
So that's 2 pi over 6 times 9/4. So this
18 pi over 24.
18 pi over 24, which is 3 pi over 4, which is that's the answer I got yesterday. Is that this time I do it without calculator. Now, how often you gonna do things without calculator? Not often, but you gotta learn how to do it first before we get to the calculator part because it gets kind of hard. Now, I want to show you how do they accumulate area though. How do they accumulate area? So let's just take this graph.
What do you accumulate?
It's very important that you understand this concept here. So let's just say this is 1, 2, 3. So this is 3, and this is the paddle here. This is the paddle here. Okay. So remember, this is the pi over 6 part. This is a pi over 6, and this
Whoa, that is a football.
is a negative pi over 6, right?
Okay.
So the way they accumulate area is due to small angles changing. Okay, so pay attention to this part well. It's very, very important you understand this. You start from the pole, and you start calculate area this way. Depends on how much angle is changing.
So instead of the area under the curve, it's the area closest to the pole.
Yeah.
Do you see that this though? Do you see it's like it look like a fan? And you start with a pole. And until you're gonna start, it's like instead of start with 2x value, end with a 1 and end with 2, but you end up with the angle from which angle to which angle. You have to understand how do the value accumulate this, because later on we have to find out the overlayer. That gets kind of complicated. You have to understand this first part first. Do you understand so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to give you a question and see if you guys want to try it. This is one of your homework question. So this is a question 2, and they say, hey, can you find one pedal of r equal to 4 sine of 2 theta? Remember, find out where the 0 is helps.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you find out that 0 is it going to consecutive zeros, you can find out where it's one paddle located at.
It's TAL. But it doesn't matter.
Whatever. I'm sorry. I can't spell T.
I don't see 4 times. Equals 0.
Yo, when does sine equal 0, Zach?
0 and pi.
That's pretty smart
And
right
negative
there.
pi. Negative pi. 0 and pi.
And negative pi, he's got another point.
Is it negative
Oh,
pi?
yeah.
Wait.
Negative pi and pi are the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah,
This guy's kind of smart if you think about it.
just say 0 to pi. Or
No, because you would want two values to plug in between.
Yeah, so you want a one paddle.
'cause you just-
Today I just want to get you
Yeah.
So our range is from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2, say.
That's not-
I don't think that's right though.
Prior to those ones.
What are you talking? No, because it's not a 2 pi.
Yeah,
That's not a 2 theta.
you solve for 2 theta. You divide by 2. Y'all, I hear-
0 is one of them. 0 to where?
0 is one of them. So pi over 2.
0 to pi over 2. Yes, that's one paddle.
Okay, but tell me negative pi over 2 to pi over 2.
It does, okay.
That's two paddles.
Yeah.
Pi. Yeah.
Yeah, you skipped one.
And then we have to define negative pi, so it should be
You could do
negative pi over
negative pi
2.
to 0, but you couldn't.
Huh?
So pi over 2. Wait, no.
Just 0 to pi over 2 is fine.
Yeah,
We already found ours. No, give me some. I'll see that. Oh boy.
Okay, now we just do
R squared.
Then we just do 1/2 r squared now.
If that's one paddle, what if you divide that paddle by 2?
No, that's half a paddle. What are you talking about?
You can do that, but just right now our goal is just finding one paddle because I want you to be able to do one first, like
Yeah.
one whole one. You can get half multiplied by 2, yes. I did that last period.
Oh my god.
But I think I'll find out one paddle is better.
What? Oh, there's one paddle.
There's one?
Oh, for this one? Like, here, oh, for the graph, there's one. One paddle. So it's like,
Still you're over there.
yeah, the bottom right should be a little different, but yeah.
We just did
But yeah.
that.
Before these other configurations. Wait, actually, 0 to pi over 2? Yeah, yeah. Pretty soon they do that.
Fuck yeah. That's something that I don't think I've been called for.
What?
Fuck yeah. I don't believe I've been called that. Isn't that just 1/2 theta minus 1/8? Yeah. Okay.
No, you're not allowed to look in your notes.
Something good.
How are you gonna do the homework?
Interesting.
16 over 2 is 8.
Then we plug in pi over 2. 0.
Let's see. Sine of 2 theta is well, 1 minus sine. Oh, sorry. 1 minus sine of
You know, right?
Why are you dividing the integral by?
They have a little brain fart.
well, this is the general formula. Like you would start out. And 4 squared is 16, not 4. So it'd be 1.
I didn't square it, that's in the parentheses.
Oh, why do you have 4 on the left?
So it's 4 on the original function, right? That's what equals R. R equals this.
Yes. Then you have that here. And you have 1/2 on the outside.
Yeah, but then there's 4 on the outside because there are 4 close.
See, I told you I'm paying attention.
We're just trying to find the area of the whole reason.
Yeah, but I'm
now-
saving time by multiplying by 4.5.
What are you talking about? We don't-
Are we just finding?
Yeah,
Oh,
one
just
paddle.
this one paddle.
Yeah.
Stupid and pointless. How did you find one paddle?
It's more versatile than finding.
No, it's
the
not.
whole one. Yeah, it is. Also, your bounds are only going to be for one pedal. Whoa.
You faked it out, good. Ego is for free. You lost it 22.
Sine squared is, it'll be 16 minus cos.
What's the sine square one?
It's 1 minus cosine of 2 theta over 2, right? Then we can just have. Then we can check that.
Dude, you're freaking right, there is an 18 on the outside.
You mean 16?
Yeah, but it's divided by 1/2.
Yes. So it's an 8, yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I said 18. Because 18 has an 8 in it, and you were supposed to know I meant 8.
Oh.
What now? So it'd be half theta.
Like, okay, I'm ready to solve.
Then you multiply everything by 2 games. And you go
But
to
you just know that. It's not a problem for me.
That's gonna be a lot of problem for a lot of people.
For the fourth quarter.
He's gonna show.
No, it's four fullest days of without a teaser. Sorry, 5. Sorry. I just meant without a teaser. It's only the fourth quarter, I think.
what the flip is the end
But still,
roll?
right? Yeah.
She does not,
Oh,
bro.
it follows the second
Is it
rule.
backwards?
Yeah.
I do have fun.
But I don't think she's going to prom. She's that type of girl. She goes.
No.
Negatives.
What is that? I'm going. Negative.
She go to black and white.
What's the derivative of sin?
What time?
Did you go to black and white?
I did, yeah. Probably would've known if it's probably all.
No one. No, is it what you?
Oh, what?
What about you, man? You're passing down.
I'm just asking.
All right. Shh. Did you get 2 pi? 2 pi is the final answer.
I'm still taking the integral of cosine of 2 theta. Finding 2 theta over 2 theta, right?
Dude, I'm not listening right now. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Okay.
Everything just sounds like buzzing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm making it.
No. Like I'm tired.
Oh, yeah. I hope you buzzing.
It's not like everything sounds like buzzing, but talking doesn't sound like words. It just sounds like talking. It sounds like.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Hold on, sine of pi is 0, so I got 4 times pi over 2, so
No, but who is it?
I'm gonna look over.
I had to reach my academic on my parents. It went.
Oh, it definitely does change that.
See?
That's so cute.
Okay. Questions? You should get 2 pi as the final answer.
Yes. Okay, time for number 3. What's number 3 this year?
So area equal to 1/2 between 0 to pi over 2. Why do I know 0 pi over 2? Because I set them equal to 0. If I set them equal to 0, I find out sine of 2 theta is equal to 0, and 2 theta is equal to 0, and 2 theta is equal to pi. So theta is equal to 0, and theta is equal to pi over 2. So I know between 0 to pi over 2, it's going to be like that. So as we find square of 2 theta. Oh, I feel like Costello today.
I think 9 came before.
Yeah.
Get black all the pizza.
I like black.
And 8,
Black,
like
black.
normal. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So I hear it's gonna be this one is gonna be square, so that's gonna be 16. 16 over 2 is gonna be 4 in the front between 0 to pi over 2 of sine square of 2 theta. Oh, I can count. You're right, 8. Okay, so that's gonna be 1 minus cosine of 4 theta, I think,
4 theta.
over 2.
Is it not 2 theta over 2?
Not more than that. Because you're squaring the 2, so it's just 4. You know what I'm saying? Or like there's 2 in the thing, so it's 4. You know? You feel me?
2 plus 2 is 4.
Nah, we're multiplying it. You feel me?
2 plus 2 is 4.
What's 2 times 2?
4. Whoa.
It's the
That means multiplication and addition are the same thing.
In one case,
So we took it over 2, that's what we.
not even when they're negative.
calculus, right?
Okay, so then I'm gonna do 4. This one is gonna be 1/2 of theta
6, you have an 8 here?
minus cosine of 4 theta over 8, I think, between pi over 2 to 0. So it'll be 4 times, if I plug in pi over 2
Over
times
8.
1/2 is pi over 4, right? If I plug in pi over 2, cosine of 2 pi, what's cosine of 2 pi?
What? Cosine 2 pi is 1.
So is
But like. the-
minus 1 over 8?
No, that's. What? Cosine 2 pi is. Cosine 2 pi is 1, right? Right. Because it's just 0. -1. That should.
Okay, so
So check out this math.
and the minus, this one
Oh,
is gonna be,
that should be sine of 4 theta.
oh, my bad,
Yeah.
that's
that one.
weird.
And sine. Yeah.
And this, thank you.
2 plus 2, right? If you were to divide everything by 2, you get 1 times 1 equals 1 plus
No. Okay.
So this one's a 4
You
times
can do that. That's
1/2
easy.
to the pi over
No.
2
I think it's like 2, just leave 1.
minus 0 minus pi over 2 minus 0, so it'd be 0 minus 0, so that's equal to,
These are the days as well.
wait, did I miss something though? Pi over, this is a pi over 4 times 4 is 4 times pi over 4. I think I missed something.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Because you distributed the 1/2.
No,
No, it's the outside of the integral, but you also left it inside the integral.
no. It's an 8 on the outside.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
can leave
It's an 8 on. It should be an 8 on the outside the whole time, or you should have taken out that 1/2.
So this should be 8 here.
limit.
This is
Look,
8
like,
times
the-
pi over 2.
No, Michigan, you never should have made that thing on the left 4. If you weren't gonna take out 1/2.
You ever could denominate?
Michigan, can you look at the board?
Mm.
For here, I think you tried multiplying both. You tried multiplying it or by 1/2, which you did, but you also left the 1/2 within the.
I'm an idiot. Okay, you're right. So this one's just data right here.
You have a
Right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And this one just
And then it should be over. It should be sine 4 theta over 4.
so 4 times data over 2, so it's 2 pi.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
And
you.
that should be sine of 4 theta over 4.
Sometimes I do.
This is over 4. That doesn't matter this part, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
I know it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just, you know.
Thank you for helping me. So
plus cut.
my brain is farting.
No.
Plus cut will.
Okay, so the last one without calculator, and then you're also gonna have 3 with the calculator, but you only figure out what the inner loop is.
The
So
what
inner loops.
Inner loop.
Okay, so
Like the opposite of an outer loop.
yeah.
Inner loop.
So let's figure out R equal to 1 plus 2 cosine of 2 theta.
Oh, it's
Uh,
number 3.
Yeah, this is a one with the calculator. So this is question 6.
Oh.
So I want you graphing with the calculator on this one.
You want us to, or does you know?
Just go ahead, graph it. This one you can use calculator, but I only want the inner loop.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna once you graph it, you're gonna see it.
It looks like really good job. That's higher than.
I see it in my head right now. It looks like
Well,
It looks like that. Hey Xavier, it looks like Xavier, check it out. It looks like this for sure. It looks like this. That's how it looks like.
Try to graph it.
Grab it.
Oh,
See if I'm right. Tell me I'm right.
This is on the homework, yeah.
See if I'm right.
Data.
I hate how this also always says gentle reminder.
It's not gentle. Oh, hey, look, it's the
That's wrong.
it's that the curve that appears
It's a
in the
Fibonacci curve,
Thank you.
but it's not.
I know,
It's not Fibonacci curve.
but it's basically. No,
It's not. It should be like something within something. Do you guys see that? From 0 to
you
2
didn't
pi.
graph the full thing. You only
0 to
graphed
2
it in
pi,
the
yeah.
range because you didn't clear out.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my range was incorrect. It should have been 2.
I think I was right, and it does go like. Because
Yeah.
that's only half of it.
Yeah, you're right.
I did graph it upside down.
Would it be 6.28? Yeah. Andrew was right.
Yeah, I'm so right.
We are from what 0 to 2 pi.
Yes, 2 pi.
So we graph it between 0 to 2 pi.
3 pi.
No. Look what you do. Somebody offered you $5.
But I only wanted the inner. I only want the inner, right?
The tiny little one.
Tiny little one.
Oh, I also have.
I'm gonna order pizza.
Oh, I see it.
So I only want to find the inner loop. You guys gotta find out where the inner loop
Well,
is.
but the question like tell you that like they all
Yeah, they will tell you.
Okay, so this is where we list all the theory and we ask
Let's think, guys.
-3.
I mean, we can look at it graphically and say it's going to be the smaller of the two values that we get when setting it equal to 0. It rotates less of the way, I would think. I would assume. So I think we got to take the smaller of the two values and set those as the parameters for our integrals.
Oh, they don't open until. Oh, they open at 12 o'clock.
What?
Castillo.
Set r equal to 0 and solve for the zeros, Xavier. That's how you do it. Just trust me. Take my word for it. Do you play baseball for the Florida
Yeah,
Gators?
me and Logan are walking on.
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, wait in the bench. In whole rooms. Switch it walk and shore.
Did he say something in English?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, then me too.
Oh, my God, whole leaves.
The whole blue.
Whole leaves.
So remember, if you can use the thing, you can try it, right? You can try it, or you can actually figure out when they equal to 0. So try to figure out when they equal to 0. So 1 plus 2 cosine, maybe that give you some good guidance, because they have to go. The small dimple inside has to go through the zeros. So that's equal to cosine theta is equal to pick up. Pick up. Yes. Just one the extra large pizza.
Okay. Plain cheese?
Yes, plain cheese.
Anything?
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 inches plain cheese. I think Donald.
Yeah.
I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so when does cosine theta equal to -half? When is that equal to half?
When cosine is exactly like the pi over 3.
2 pi over 3. No, -half.
A 2 pi over 3, and then what? 4 pi over 3?
Okay.
Yeah, how that works.
Or
So-
negative 2 pi over 3. It's just easier. to
So
make it-
just try to graph that first.
Oh.
Let's just say between 2 pi over 3 to what?
negative 2 pi over 3.
No, 4 pi over 3.
That's the same thing though. Oh, no, it's not.
No.
It depends on the direction you're going.
Mm-hmm.
What the-
So then all you gotta do is type in the calculator. What do you do? 1/2 between 2 pi over 3 to 4 pi over 3 of 1 plus 2 cosine of theta square d theta, and then you're done. You set and type in the calculator.
Awesome sauce.
Okay? So that's the inner curve. But you can use calculator on the second part.
Then you just got
I think did anybody post a homework online on WhatsApp?
No.
Oh, it's Friday, so we can.
Can I airdrop to you?
He said happy birthday to Harmon.
So first page you would no calculator, second page you with the calculator, okay? Huh?
She didn't post it, right? It's homework 8.2 bar error. Yeah.
You can still airdrop it.
Yeah, but
I can airdrop to you.
What the heck was that?
What do you mean?
Anybody need me airdrop? 4400, I don't know who's that.
It's just
iPhone with a big P or small p. It was iPhone 118.
So the last 4 are calculated, but the first 4 are not.
Yeah, the first 4 is no calculator.
Man, if I had internet, I could see what's going on.
Yeah, you can take a picture here. Here.
Of what?
You want to take a picture of homework?
Oh no, you airdropped it. I'm saying it like it.
Oh, I thought you didn't receive it.
No, like,
I'm gonna have to jump the fence to get the pizza again.
why did you ask it to be delivered to Walmart?
Can you deliver to the gate?
Yeah.
I'll just sneak my hand over.
Oh no, we gotta do number one all again.
It's a different question.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna turn off my stream.
Whoa.